The Chinese state, or pro-Beijing proxy actors, has started to target human rights activists who live abroad. They do this by making false bomb threats against hotels and embassies, giving the name of the dissident as the perpetrator. So what happens next is the police, whether in Europe or the Middle East or Asia, arrests the dissident. In some cases, the situation is cleared up quickly and they are let go, but in others, it becomes consequential. Most recently, in Bangkok, the wife and children of an exiled Chinese dissident were escaping China and on their way to freedom in the Netherlands when they had their EU visas revoked following the bomb threat. Then Thai authorities detained them. Here's Gao Peng, the son, recounting their experience.
I was terrified and angry when I heard the accusation. I cannot accept their false accusations and slander. My father told me that they also asked the Thai police to arrest me and issued a warrant.
Joining us is Bethany Allen Ibrahimian. She is the China reporter at Axios and was the first to report on this new Chinese tactic back in the spring. She is also author of Beijing Rules: How China Weaponized Its Economy to Confront the World. I mean, would it be fair to call Dutch officials in this instance useful idiots? I mean, they fell for it, right? They revoked these visas and now we have a vulnerable Chinese family in danger.
You know, I think it's a difficult situation because the whole reason that, you know, what Gao's family believes and what other, activists who have been subject to similar tactics believe is that the Chinese government, that the Chinese state is ultimately behind these false bomb threats. And to be clear, no bombs have been found in any of these instances. But, you know, there are such things as, you know, real bomb threats that are made against embassies, against hotel chains. And so authorities do have to investigate. But with Gao's family in particular, it's not clear, especially given my previous reporting, follow-up reporting from a very clear reporting environment in the Netherlands, that this is now a well-known tactic. It's not clear why this family's asylum application has not been reactivated.
Let's talk about Thai authorities. How are they handling this?
Well, the government of Thailand is very close to China, and that has been true for a number of years. If you look back in the 2010s, the Thai government deported dozens of Uyghurs back to China, despite it being very clear that those Uyghurs would not face any kind of justice there. And indeed, those men who were deported back to China have not been seen again. So many pro-democracy activists or Chinese dissidents who are outside of China don't travel to Thailand for this very reason, that they know that the Thai authorities are not going to be on the side of facts or of justice, but are likely to do the bidding of the Chinese government.
Now, you reported on this bomb threat tactic back in the spring. It doesn't appear as if governments, particularly their immigration officials or law enforcement, are any more aware of this frightening development. What have you seen in terms of reaction and response?
Right. So the story that Axios reported back in March and April related to three different people in three different countries: Wang Jingyu in the Netherlands, Su Tong in Germany, and Bob Fu in the United States, who is now a U.S. citizen. And there were bomb threats made in their names against luxury hotel chains in more than just those three countries. And we could confirm around 9 countries. And the authorities in different countries have reacted differently. Now, Bob Fu in the U.S. is, well known and well respected. And U.S. authorities, he talked to investigators about it. He said that he spoke with the FBI's Office of Transnational Repression. And Su Tong in Germany told me that she has been working with the German police on an investigation, looking at who has been behind this harassment. Wang Jingyu has reported this to Dutch authorities. He has been not very pleased with their reaction. And that's the same is true for a Dutch reporter, a woman who has been also covering this. And she has also said that Dutch authorities are not taking it seriously, are not being proactive about investigating, and are not doing enough to help the people who are the targets of this kind of a threat. Now, this is basically, if the Chinese government is indeed behind these false bomb threats, they're essentially weaponizing local law enforcement to try to harass and perhaps even get these wanted pro-democracy activists deported back to China. And if that's the case, that is really an escalation in what we have seen in the Chinese government's tactics of extraterritorial transnational repression, trying to bring back people to China.
Bethany Allen Ibrahimian, thank you so much for joining us.